Imagine having the most popular teenage game on Roblox, only to watch it fall apart because one person got greedy. Let's get into it. The Hood was one of the most dominant games on Roblox back in 2021. With one of the most loyal teen communities on the platform, it skyrocketed to success, then suffered one of the biggest declines Roblox has ever seen. But to understand what went wrong, we have to rewind. The Hood launched in January 2019, created as a direct competitor to The Streets, another urban PvP-style Roblox game. The Streets never quite blew up, capping at about 1,000 concurrent players. Some blamed the lack of content. Others said it just wasn't fun. That's where The Hood came in. The game's creator, Benoxa, had played The Streets and saw its flaws. So he made his own version, one that fixed what people complained about. What followed was a surge in popularity. Players began organizing server raids and crew wars. These events blew up on YouTube and TikTok, turning The Hood into a daily obsession. From 4,000 players to over 50,000. Everything seemed perfect. No updates, no problem. The game was raw, addictive, and self-sustaining. Fans didn't care if it stayed frozen in time. But eventually, the community started asking for new content and got silence in return. The Hood didn't receive a single meaningful update for over a year. That's how strong the fanbase was. People kept logging in every day anyway. But under the surface, problems were growing. The community was becoming increasingly toxic. Crews would flood public servers and eliminate random players for fun. One Reddit user described joining the game for casual fun and leaving traumatized. Despite that, TikTok kept feeding it traffic. New players entered and adopted the same toxic behavior. And then there was the exploit problem. Almost every server had someone using aimbot or hacks. When they were caught, they got banned. But there was a catch. A developer named You started offering unbans for $20 directly to his PayPal. Allegedly, he made over $300 a day. Some players started to suspect this was why the dev team ignored updates. The ban system itself had become a business. Meanwhile, Benoxa had shifted focus to his new hit, All-Star Tower Defense. He stepped back from The Hood, leaving a moderator named Draco Baby in charge. Draco was passionate, a daily player, crew leader, and community figure. He came up with an idea: Hood Stars. The concept was simple: reward top players, creators, or crew leaders with an in-game badge, a glowing star above their head. It dropped in November 2020, and it changed everything. Suddenly, players were obsessed. That tiny star became the new symbol of status, and like any exclusive reward, it became corrupted. Draco assigned management of the Hood Stars program to a player named Bullet, who already ran a massive Discord server selling in-game cash. Bullet immediately handed stars to his friends, bypassing merit entirely. The community noticed, and rumors of favoritism exploded. Then Bullet held a public war event, a 20-crew showdown to decide new star recipients. But only his inner circle was allowed to participate. It got worse. When a popular YouTuber who helped grow the Hood's popularity tried to expose the bias, he got banned. Benoxa had to step in personally to fix the fallout. But the damage was done. Players realized the system was rigged. The Hood Stars program became a joke, a club for insiders. Bullet even launched a $15 subscription, promising in-game perks and stars. It failed miserably. Trust had already been broken. By the time Benoxa returned to update the game, it was too late. Players had moved on to competitors that listened. Games like Baddies, which took inspiration from The Hood, just like The Hood had done to The Streets. Today, Baddies averages 20,000 concurrent players. Another contender, Rivals, pulls 70,000. The Hood tried to bounce back, with gun skins, trading, and new features. But most players never returned. They'd had enough. This was a game with unreal potential, a grassroots community, daily content, made by the players themselves. But without leadership, updates, and fairness, it collapsed. It wasn't just about a game. It was about trust. And once you lose that, no star in the world can save you.